I should have bought a ladder.
Oh, I've got your ladder. I've got a ladder for you.
I kind of need a ladder.
Hang on.
I've come to look at a vehicle. I was bribed with dinner and I did some wiring and work and supplied some parts to this many moons ago, several owners ago. Oh, look, you've got the box. Fantastic. Thank you. Woohoo! It has an idle issue. Brendan has been teamed up with a few guys and they've been cutting suspensions to pieces. It's got some good gear in it, eh? What is... Oh, the battery's off, that's okay. Big front arms. What's the diff head that's in it?
Safari.
You have put Safaris into this as well?
Yep.
In the back?
Yep.
More Safari gear on the back. And I was just talking about a Safari gear and there's a whole lot of gear for it.
Yeah.
And drop tank. Oh, I'm not sure about this, buddy. Not ideal.
Yeah, that's February.
So you've got to do some handbrake cables for the back. So again, we've got the big Safari diffs in it. That's actually looking pretty good in there, eh?
It's all run off a center plate system in the centre.
A centre plate system in the centre. Matt, there's a centre plate system in the centre. Wow.
It holds everything.
Can you pull out a bit? There's a big cover, I can't see anything in here. So the centre plate, the big cover, has actually got your front arms and stuff mounted off it.
Yep, gearbox.
Oh, the gearbox is mounted off this too?
Gearbox is mounted off it. All the front and rear suspension arms are mounted off it.
Well, those, the big long ones,
yep.
You've still got these arms.
Yeah, oh sorry, those are mounted there, yeah, so those are mounted.
And then the rest are mounted off this big plate.
Yeah.
That's got big, has it got full tubes or is it riv nuts?
No, it's welded.
Welded in.
Yeah, welded in bosses.
And the gearbox mounts on this as well?
Yes.
Where do you get the belts off it? How do you unbolt it? That's pretty clever. Oh, up in here. That's possibly not the easiest to get at, eh? Righto. Oh, hey, we've got headers. We've got my headers on a surf.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. It's a little bit close to that steering shaft with the modified box, eh?
No. Those are the other headers. Those are the wink, nose headers. But yeah, they are a bit close.
Looks good though. Coming along lovely. It's got a set of our original engine mounts in it. But so it is lifted and the engine mounts are lifted, eh? I'm upside down. I'm kind of stuck under here.
Yeah, so this would have been, how many years ago would have you?
10?
Yeah. So things have changed.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. He's happy as, eh? Don't put your back into the door. That hurts. Oh, and you wanted me to check your nipples? These are, but they are literally the same unit. It's just that that nipple hasn't popped out and that nipple has popped out.
So that one's cold and that one's hot.
Other way round.
Oh.
It'd be out is low idle. So like this is low idle and like this is high idle. Have you got a high idle problem?
Hence why it's got a high idle. Well, the idle's at 2.1.
And then does it drop?
No.
It does not drop.
Nothing.
So, okay, get that ECU part. Let me have a look inside.
Yes.
This is Brendan's chicken cooker. Recently had a bit of a tidy up. What's it make? 500 and
511 at 14.
511
At 14 pounds.
at 14 psi
On pump gas.
on pump gas. We're not here to look at that. We're actually at the home of Big Red. That's where Big Red lives. There's carpet. Where's the carpet? Is it from your other mates, huh?
This hasn't been opened before. You can tell.
He's growing out of his dreadlocks. Hence the...
See, that's...
It's a virgin?
That's virgin, eh?
Did you know you're using a posi drive?
My glasses are dirty.
Your glasses are dirty?
Oh, that's virgin. We're popping the cherry. A draw would have been so much faster.
I quite like the fact that there's water stains. It's always suspicious when I look at an ECU and there's water stains. Especially when they're mounted on the floor.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, more screws.
You're going to fast forward this bit, eh?
Oh, the suspense is killing me actually. You know, we might just go slow and let the suspense.
With the music.
Wind up.
You
I'm not so good at finding the right music.
Well, you can play the music that you haven't got any rights to.
I like listening to music.
Yeah.
But choosing music, I'm not an expert there. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've touched that surf actually. It's been a long time. I've seen photos of it being hacked around the farm because it was never certified, eh? It's never ever had a certification.
It's still registered as a diesel.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's going to be a cool truck. I should show you the airbox.
Yeah, it comes that way. There's a ribbon cable.
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to do.
It's lived in a pretty horrible environment. So what you want to do is you want to look at the bottom of your caps. See if they're green. See if there's any oozing down. See this one here? See that one there? And you see, as you go across the board, see how it's
discoloured?
No, it's actually physically burnt the board right there. So there's burning of the board with that cap there. Okay, so that ECU, whilst it might not be the whole problem, is definitely a problem. It will shed itself. And a problem with a vehicle that sits a long time, these caps, just with age, they deteriorate as well. So that one there, absolutely. Just at the base of this capacitor here, add onto that board. That one actually looks okay. They'll still be dry and they need replacing, but they haven't actually dropped their load yet. But that one has. And again,
he's lucky.
Okay, let's just sit that, leave that there. I got a spare. We'll check some power feeds. The power feed should be good, but we can leave that there for the moment. It needs a tidy up. Just a UCF20. You can see the UCF20s are offset in the body. So this header plug is offset in the body, and it's a wide body ECU. So that's UCF20. Righto, next one. So I brought with me another UCF20. So that's a Celsius. I don't even know if I've run this one actually. And I know that this one works. That's out of the Zephyr. So that's a 151 Crown. Same pinout, exactly the same pinouts, except this one doesn't have hydraulic fan.
And the crowns have got the mounts on them, They don't all have the brackets on them, do they? But the crowns do.
What do you mean? These have different mounting brackets for the ECU.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, no, these ones would have brackets here. So we'd have a bracket there, and we'd have a bracket
I thought the crowns were different.
here. They have got different brackets.
Yeah.
I think we'll plug this one in. Because I've used this one, and then I'll give that other one a test.
And then you just go check for power after that.
Well, it won't matter. It won't hold power unless the engine's started, and at the moment it doesn't have a stepper motor on it.
Yeah, well, we've got a rather large leak in the inlet manifold.
Yeah, that is a small problem. But what I wanted to do is I'll check.
But you just wanted to see if the stepper motor was it was wired properly though. Oh no, well it is wired properly because you wired it.
The question not is it wired properly, was that ECU functioning correctly? Because they can fail and stop resetting the stepper motor.
Yeah, well as I said, I definitely can't hear the stepper motor.
Turn key on.
Oh, hang on a minute. It's alarm. So, hang on. There we go.
So that's permanent.
So that's ignition on.
So that's all functioning like it should. In that sense, that's all correct. And you've already checked power to the stepper motor on the middle two pins? We can put a stepper on it and try it, eh? Let's put your stepper works. That's your stepper?
85% sure it works. I have had it apart, it's got new bearings in it, so this one's been serviced.
That's just a second-hand stepper?
Yes, that's had new bearings put in it, serviced.
Okay, is that pin tool tight?
That one there?
Mm.
Yes. Well, I can rock it back and forwards.
Okay, let's just plug it in and we'll see if it moves with it just plugged in.
Because the problem is we can't unplug it. When it's bolted in place, we can't actually unplug it.
If you look in my box of throttle bodies, you will find a blue painted throttle body.
Oh.
Like
a Ford blue?
Yeah.
Similar to that?
It's identical to that.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely identical. Okay, turn that key on. Oh, is it on or off? It's on at the moment. Turn it off. You can just turn it on. We'll see if it does. I would expect it to actually want to try and do something then. Let's get that just bolted on. It's fun, to bolt it on down the back there.
I can't unplug it with the bolt when it's bolted on though.
Can't you?
I tried and tried and tried. The heater.
Heater pipe?
Heater pipe's in the way.
Oh well, because let's just get it bolted on, get the pipe to it with that one on it. Maybe we'll wind it back a little bit, eh? Just pull the screws out, pop the through screws out,
yes.
And just wind it back so it's just not tight on there.
Yep. I don't think it is.
You don't think it is?
I don't think it is.
Okay, well let's just put it on then. I'll trust you.
Like it fits together, like
just nice.
it just sits together.
Okay, let's bring it on.
It doesn't actually
bring it on.
It didn't need to be forced down with the screws or anything. It just sits together.
Yep. big alley radiator. That should be a 130 radiator, eh? It's the normal, or is it a 185? Does it hang at the bottom? Nah, it's a 185 radiator. Because this thing's had a body lift, and the radiator just sits out the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's a 185 surf radiator because they're longer, and that's of course soaked up by the fact that it's had the body lift.
With that average fan on the front, it sits there and stays cool.
Yeah, right.
We haven't had it. Well, when we got it, the fan wasn't hooked up.
Oh, that is surprising.
So,
yes.
no, hang on. No, the fan was going all the time.
Well, I supplied a whole lot of parts. Like we did the transfer case on the gearbox to begin with, I believe, and then I did a remote wiring. So he gave me the wiring, and he put it all in, and then there was a whole lot of things that he just couldn't complete by himself. So it's actually got a Sora banjo fitting, because that fitting there that's been blanked off, that's the idle up port for the
one that's in the glove box that I had to take out because the battery hit it.
Because the battery hit it. Yeah.
But I'd like to put it back on because it's quite cool having it idle up in a four-wheel drive.
Yeah, it's quite nice, eh?
Yeah, it is. Well, especially with big wheels on it. It's
This is way back when we just started cutting covers.
Yeah.
And they're on backwards, but oh well.
What's on backwards?
These. But then
that's why there's a gap there.
Yeah, and then the tappet covers were reversed as well. That's why the filler's at the back.
Yeah, but when you do a manifold swap, you don't have to swap the tap.
No, you don't have to.
You have to swap the fuel rails. You have to do fuel rails, and so basically from there to there you have to swap around.
Yeah.
And everything.
You don't always have to swap fuel. This one hasn't had fuel rail swapped.
No, series ones you do though.
Oh no, this one has had fuel rail swap, but you don't have to every time.
No, because they got clearance. Series ones don't.
Series ones depends what you do over the side.
Yeah.
It's the dampener that's the dampener becomes the problem.
Yeah. So
if you change the dampener, put an inline dampener, you don't have to.
It's tight like a tiger.
You want me to get out of the way? This one, it just makes it easier for PCV valve. Hey, I've got extra something in there. Has it got something done with the headlights? There's extra.
That's the fan relay.
Oh, it's your fan relay, yep. How many amps do you reckon this fan takes?
Probably 3.
Oh, is that all?
It's not a big fan.
Right.
Oh, it's I would have thought I've had plenty of practice doing that. So I've had it off and on a couple of times, but it's
You've had it off a couple of times?
It's frightened me today.
So what's the plan with airbox? Is this battery leaving?
So with these batteries are purely, they're just linked. They're just linked.
Parallel.
Yes.
Yes.
There is talk of running these behind the back seat.
What, you got done yet? Are you done yet? You done yet? Careful of little bits of rubber like that.
I pulled the one off, that one there, because it was jamming the kick down. Oh, sorry.
Shall I slap you?
That kick down cable there, I was jamming that. Yeah.
It must have had a longer one made. We didn't do that. Someone made a longer one. I could probably be checking the TPS, eh? Have you checked TPS?
I did it.
Because I can do that with my test light.
I've done it. I did it with a test light. Yeah. It's easy to plug your dongle into it though, your dongle into it, and
Yeah, I can plug my scan tool into it. I'll get the scan tool. You get that sorted,
mate,
and I'll get the scan tool done.
could be dope, but I'm finished.
Brennan. No trouble codes.
That's good, isn't it?
Well, probably because we've just plugged an ECU in. So it cleared everything. Can you just open the throttle just a smidgen, please? Yep, beauty. And so the idle switch just turned off and we got 2% throttle.
Ooh, eh?
Can you just open the throttle and close it again? Yeah, we got no, with idle switch is not functioning correctly at this point in time. It didn't turn back on and now it's on. It might just need an ant's cock turnaround.
Yeah.
Just like a bloody donkey's pubic hair's worth.
That means you want to go clockwise.
Just a tiniest bit. But let's fire it up and see what it does. Hey, the communication works. Isn't that cool? You done yet?
Yeah.
Oh, so this has got a Sora oil filter mount on it. I found one of them today. I was rummaging. I found the wrong part. The man gave me the wrong description of what he needed. Oh, wait. No, it isn't. It's not a Sora one, eh? Must be one of the really, really early 3UZ ones that I had spare left over. Many moons ago. And this is Mark 1 engine mounts too. So this is going back a long, long time.
Longer than 10 years?
I could probably look up the invoices if we really got into it.
Be under the ridge animal, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I still catch up with the last owner every now and again.
Is it?
He's a Matamata. Dairy farmer in Matamata.
Yeah, he's a good sort.
Yeah, mate.
Like we still got it. We still got it for a fair price.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of gear in it when we got it.
I considered buying it myself.
Yeah. There's a lot of stickers been taken off it though, so I think approximately there would have been about 20,000 horsepower taken off it.
By taking all the stickers? Yeah, it had a lot of stickers.
A lot of stickers.
Yes, it was covered. Are we good now?
Yes. Yep. We'll take out the arcing thing. Oh, open headers, so it's going to be vroom, vroom, loud.
A little bit loud? Yeah. Don't bother me, but does it bother your neighbours?
No, well, he's got V8s as well, so.
We're all good then. Make it the noise.
The ignition's still on, we're in park. Good go.
Turn the key off. Turn the key on. Fire. Turn the key off. That may not be functioning like it should. There may be something being changed in here that is not making it do what it should. Can you just give it a bit of revs with your foot or with your hand?
Which one?
Don't care which one.
Hand or foot? They're both.
As long as you don't hang your bloody testicles out of those pants, we'll be good. Yep, just keep it running. Turn it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, turn the ignition off. Yeah, that's weird because that just stayed. That turned off immediately. That's really weird. Okay, let me do some diagnosing. That didn't do what it should do. at all.
Stepper motor's meant to stay on for a very short amount of time.
The ECU's not staying on either. So the main MREL isn't staying on.
Hence why stepper motor won't be... Well,
Hence why stepper motor isn't resetting. So give me a moment, I will sort. Maybe I bought a dud ECU with me for a test ECU.
You said it was good. Well, it was out of running vehicle.
It was a running vehicle, but I actually never tested it because we took that ECU out. And I was about to use it in another job, so this might be handy. Okay, so turn the key on. Okay, start it and keep it going. Turned off. 1, 2, 3. And I hear a stepper motor going. It's doing what it should, eh? Start it, see if it idles now. And it idles.
I didn't touch the throttle.
Working. It looks like we had a stuffed ECU. It looks like we had 2 stuffed ECU. Oh, wait. 2 stuffed ECU. 2. No, that way. That's safe. 2, yeah. We'll let it warm up. It doesn't matter because it needs time to actually go through the reset process properly. I'm going to check that idle switch.
So if we were to plug this in now,
Yes.
that would go back to a factory setting. So that should be okay.
Yes. That should now move. It wasn't moving. Oh, we've got a fault code. It'll be code 56.
Oxygen sensors.
Code 56 is the hydraulic fan solenoid. And probably, yeah, and the 2 oxygen sensors. Code 27 and 29, are they?
But Series 2 has got 3 oxygen sensors. 4 oxygen sensors, and I've only got 2.
Okay, so we've got one of the oxygen sensors, code 28. So one of those oxygen sensors is poked. One of the primaries.
Yeah.
Sub-oxygen sensor. So main oxygen sensor number 28, is it going to be the left hand because it's the main? Sub right hand, that's not a problem. That's code 29. '56 is our hydraulic fan. These ones will run very rich if the oxygen sensor DS27 is our sub.
The Series 2 runs real rich, eh?
If they don't have oxygen sensors, they will run like 12 to 1.
But they'll pass everything bar a service station.
Yeah. So we've got a stuffed oxygen sensor. I've got spare ones.
So that ECU's picking up the stuffed oxygen sensor, but
Yes.
the original computer was shooting no codes.
It will shoot no codes because we didn't have that one plugged into the scan tool.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I had put the crown one in.
Oh, sorry, we did too.
You know, the first thing we do is we unplugged it, and you had the battery off when I got here anyway, which that kind of clears the codes. Just, you know, if you really wanted me to plug it in, you'd need to leave the battery connected.
Sounds overrated to me. It sounds like a honey though, doesn't it?
Yep.
It's a
Yeah, so that idle switch needs that TPS needs adjusting. It needs a hands-cock movement.
I can do that.
Just undo the top screw and give it a bit of a tap.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the live data here, and what we've got is we've got open headers. We've got one oxygen sensor actually functioning to some degree, and it isn't the main one actually, it's the right hand one. So it was code 28, which must be the right hand one, because the right hand one, yeah,
How big a tap?
just a tiny tap, tiny. Tiny, that's just little tap.
Oh, that end?
Yeah, just a little. If you get it wrong, you'll break the sensor.
I know guys who sells them.
The other auction sensor is flatlined at 2.51 volts. So the left-hand one, whilst the numbers aren't where I'd like them to be, it's still better than the 2.51 volts, which is a flat line not working at all. Can we see it? Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. 2.51. And that one's dead. And you see this one is actually fluctuating up and down a little bit. There it goes. It's a bit slow. Realistically, it needs a pair of auction sensors. And it needs an exhaust. Have you done that? Did you hear it?
Too far?
Can you just bring it down? You have to take up the free play in that throttle because it's got to move the linkages. But see if you can feel the throttle. Yeah, just hold, bring it just switched off there. Seems about right to me.
Yeah, I mean, just put a little bit on it.
Yeah, because you've got all those levers first.
Yeah, that was only like the smallest amount.
There you go. You see, do that again. See that bit there, that movement there. Okay, you still haven't lifted it off the throttle stop. So that is all free play.
That's a little bit.
Because of course this isn't the throttle stop. The throttle stop down there where you'd be fiddling with it because it being fiddled with. So yeah, down there. That's perfect. What's it idling at?
I would say 8, 10. You reckon? Oh, that says 550 on the ref counter.
550? It says 725 here. 550? Like, since when is halfway between 500 and 1,000?
There we go.
550.
That's 750 there, look.
750?
Yeah.
Well, it's idling at, right there it's saying 700, so it's close enough. And we're at 79 degrees temp. It's bang on. It just sounds loud because we've got an exhaust, no exhaust.
79 degrees, that's sitting halfway, and that says 82.
We're pretty accurate, so we've got gauges.
Reckons it's got 32 psi oil pressure.
I can't tell it with the scan tool. 32 sounds pretty good to me.
Must be running 30-40 in there to get that much oil pressure.
It had a stuffed ECU, Brendan. It was the ECU. It had an ECU fault.
Yep.
I think the mounting to the floor was fantastically good with a strap over it and lots of moisture.
Where is the?
I don't know. If that wasn't, oh, it is.
Look at that.
I really don't think that was our work. We did fix lots of things on this, and then the man took it away and did stuff and hooned it around the paddocks and skidded it around the paddocks.
Let's do that.
I've had enough for the night. I'm going to call it quits. We've done an ECU fault. Set the TPS. It was just a tiny bit. So every now and then it would come back and it would actually go to idle, but then it wouldn't. You just change it. You moved it when you did it up. Brendan's got some more adjusting to do, and I'm going to go home.